fragrance not only as something you wear, but also as an atmosphere, a ritual, a space.
Fragrance, like music, is a lot about rhythm and harmony.
And this fragrance carries my own heart.
Being part of this collection let me reflect on heritage from the outside and treat fragrance as active empathy. My name is Linda Song. I'm a Korean-American perfumer. I studied perfumery in France and fell in love with raw materials and how scent can hold memories.
Hi, I'm Gael Montero. I'm French and Spanish. My path took me to Paris and Dubai, across the Middle East, and back to Paris. Living between cultures taught me to see fragrance not only as something you wear, but also as an atmosphere, a ritual, a space.
My name is Rodrigo Flores Ru. I was born in Mexico in a family that adored scent, and by 12, I knew I wanted to be a perfumer. That passion took me from studying biology in Mexico to exploring perfumery in France, and eventually led me here to New York, where I have lived for 30 years. I am proud to be the only Mexican perfumer working internationally in fine fragrance, and I often draw deeply from my culture, its poetry, music, traditions, and art.
Hi, my name is Shamala Maisondieu. I've been creating fine fragrance in Paris for nearly 20 years now. I'm Malaysian, so I was raised among Indian, Chinese, and Malay cultures. In a way, each place shaped how I see and balance raw materials, whether through spices, the tropical air, or just quiet refinement.
For the Resonance collection, I created royal resin. My inspiration was how agarwood is used in Korea, luminous, clean, and almost architectural way. I built fragrances like space, musk as a foundation, lily of the valley as a clean stage, with woods and resin rising like structures. Citrus and bright resins open the windows to light. Royal resin rests on two pillars. Korean birch in snow, like ink spread across hanji paper, and the satin light of edelweiss petals that soften the structure. The result is a balance of contrast. It feels refined and architectural, yet intimate on skin.
Cloud Daze is inspired by makgeolli. More than a drink, it carries the spirit of Cheong. Cheong is the Korean sense of warmth and connection. I wanted to capture its quiet contradictions, earthy yet effervescent, creamy yet light, playful yet calming. The fragrance opens with a fizzy brightness like the top of a freshly poured glass, lively and uplifting as a morning sun. It then settles into soft rice and vanilla notes, creamy and warm, resting on the skin like a gentle blanket. A touch of cognac adds depth. It's a personal homage to my father, bridging east and west, while Dalgona brings subtle sweetness and comfort. Together, it feels nuanced and serene, yet alive, like being wrapped in a soft cloud.
For Elorea's Resonance collection, I created Silk Bouquet. The Korean art of silk flower making, Gungjung chaehwa, resonated with me. I am a very visual perfumer, and the idea of silk flowers suggested movement, shimmer, even sound, the rustle of fabric as you walk. Magnolia and its scent has been my long-time passion, and this was the perfect moment to bring it to life. Magnolia is not a simple flower. It is like a choir with many voices. Fruity, lemony, spicy, woody, even faintly animalic, all in harmony. The fragrance begins with magnolia at its core, supported by tiny drops of Korean watermelon and other melon accords to give a dewy freshness. Because for me, flowers must always feel wet and alive. A soft woody base grounds the composition, adding warmth and dimension while allowing the silk-like brightness to shine. The result is both lush and airy, rich yet light, just like silk that breathes.
For the Resonance collection, I created Bae Frais, inspired by the crisp freshness of the Korean pear. Growing up in Malaysia, we had a lot of tropical fruits, but pears and grapes were very rare. It was something that my father would drive into Singapore to bring them home. So those fruits became precious, linked to my dad. So it's tied to care and longing. The Korean pear is special. It's crisp, it's watery, it's luminously sweet, and I wanted to capture that sensation. In Korea, I know the pear is also a symbol of welcome, a symbol of abundance, and so it was important for me as well to convey that in the fragrance. To recreate it, I used airy green notes for cool brightness, a pear blossom for delicate white transparency, and gentle woods for a soft backbone that holds the freshness. The challenge was balance. If it's too heavy, too sweet, it would lose its sparkle, and if it's too light, it would disappear. So the result feels a bit like spring, clear air, crisp leaves, kind of like a quiet plunge into refreshing water or a juicy bite in sunlight. I wanted it to bring peace and joy. Fragrance, like music, is a lot about rhythm and harmony, and so in a way it brings you back to moments in time.
For me, Cloud Daze is like a memory album. Fragments of childhood, family tables, and shared laughter. Makgeolli is not just taste or smell, but sound. The fizz of bubbles, the clinking of cups, the murmur of voices. I wanted that texture to live in the perfume.
In my grandparents' garden in Spain, cistus grew everywhere. Shaping it now into royal resin felt like bringing childhood back to life through a Korean lens. My hope is that royal resin gives both surprise and intimacy, power through woods, tenderness through flowers, and musk.
Silk Bouquet is also personal. In Mexico, magnolia is called the flower of the heart, and this fragrance carries my own heart, my heritage, my inspirations, and my journey as a perfumer. Above all, I wanted to offer something simple and essential: happiness, bliss, a smile.
Bae Frais also carries memory. In my office, I keep a photograph of women working in a tuberose field with coconut trees behind them. It takes me back to my grandmother and to home.
I spent time reading about how agarwood is used in Asia and in Korea in particular. That brought me back to a question that I've been carrying for some time: how to reinterpret wood from an Asian point of view.
In Mexico, magnolia trees are part of my childhood and their landscapes. Their flowers, symbol of love and resilience. To weave that memory into Korean inspiration felt like bringing two wonderful cultures across continents together.
When I first heard about Eloria's Resonance collection, I really gravitated to it because of its Asian components. I'm Malaysian, so I lived in Malaysia until I was 19. I'm half Malay, half Indian, but also grew up in a lot of Chinese cultures, and so I really wanted to honor Asian ingredients. So it really felt close to my heart.
Korea has felt both close yet far for me. Being part of this collection let me reflect on heritage from the outside and treat fragrance as active empathy, a way to connect across cultures and emotions.